think it's recording. Is it recording? I can't tell. Oh, it's recording. Hey, this is Doug Winnie, and I've got my top 7 strategies in 7 minutes or less that I have been using for the last few years to create the success that I've got so far, and want to share those with you. So first off, our business is first marketing. We've got to have the leads, the diags, and my number one marketing strategy has been speaking. I've been doing 2 6-steps workshops a month for the last 5 years. It's generating the most number of leads that my business has ever had, is all through the 6 steps workshops. So I do speak at Chamber of Commerce meetings. I speak at networking events, at industry sponsored events, and pretty much always 6 steps. I will do a 5 ways presentation when I have less than an hour, but if I have an hour or more, then I will do the 6 steps workshop, and it has generated literally thousands of leads for us and hundreds of diagnostics for us, or for me in this case, for my business. So even though I wouldn't consider myself a great speaker, I definitely have learned how to present that workshop well, get to emotion, help people with understanding the value of coaching, and it's really because of the content of the 6 steps. Don't have to be a great speaker to deliver great content. You can get better and better at it. I will continuously get better and better at it, but the reality is the 6 steps stand alone. The 6 steps workshop, delivered in 2 hours as it's written, exactly every one of the slides, with a great offer at the end, has generated lots of diagnostics. The offer, by the way, is just if they found value in this workshop, then the next step to understanding if you think you're interested and might find value in coaching, then come to a diagnostic. And I do describe what that is. I do describe that they must make a decision at the end of the diagnostic, and I do describe the investment in coaching, all at the end of the 6 steps workshop. So number 1 of my top 7 and 7 is better marketing, and in my case it happens to be speaking. My second top 7 in 7 is to work on me. It's kind of funny. Having an outside coach, somebody that will help you work on where you need to be helped to be worked on. Those of you that know me well know that I'm a DC, and we're a people business. And how could you be a DC and actually acquire and keep and really help clients unless you work on your I and your S? So whatever you happen to be, you don't have to focus on that strength, but instead learn what it is that you need to learn from a DISC perspective to be able to communicate in the other DISC areas. Else, well, you'll be communicating only in yours, and well, you might get 25% of the population that you could get if you did work on all of the areas of DISC, mostly your weakness. So figure out what is your DISC, and then if you happen to be a D, make working as an S your first priority. If you're an I, you're going to have to get in the details and become a C. And that's what I did, and that's what an outside coach has done for me. I work very hard on me, work hard to help, figure out what does it take for me to be better. And that started off being better at marketing, then better at sales, then better at coaching. So if you do the same thing, I suspect you'll get very similar results. My third of the top 7 and 7 is that be the coach. You are an action coach. I am an action coach. The best coaches on the planet are action coaches. And to think about, if you are not acting as a coach, if you're not acting as a leader in your community, well, then maybe you're not acting as an action coach. We have a responsibility. I believe it's our responsibility to help people be more successful. And, being the coach is what that's about. Being the leader, being the one that's in charge. It is your appointment. It is your responsibility to be in charge, to be the leader. My clients look up to me, and that's because I've really become a coach. And I certainly wasn't at the beginning. I've just become that person over time. So be the coach. Understand that, it has a lot to do with knowing our processes, knowing that our processes work, having confidence in the 5 ways, having confidence in the 6 steps, and really demanding that the clients follow it. It's a recipe. You know it. I know it. They don't. And that's kind of the best place to be, is that you know it and they don't. So being the coach, you can help them become great business owners. So my third area is to be the coach. My fourth area of my top 7 in 7 minutes or less is to find your fee as fast as possible. Whatever that is. In some cases it's helping them raise prices. Sometimes it's about helping them sell on value, not on price. Sometimes it's USP, guaranteed. All the things that we have inside our system is how we find our fee. Now, something I didn't learn right off the bat is that we must find our fee and then we have to discuss it. Even just today, a client strategy that we gave to them, suggested to them, which is remarketing to past clients and an email campaign asking for referrals. This happens to be a franchisor, suggested them talk to other franchisees, offer them a commission if they help, or if they give a referral that turns into a new franchisee. So this franchisor did it and actually in 1 week closed a brand new client. It's a $20,000 basically pure profit strategy. So I talked about it today. I discussed listing it in their client binder, putting in the green sheet so that we're keeping track of it, and make sure they know and remember that the strategy came from our discussions during coaching last session. So it's find your fee and then be sure to discuss it. I wasn't very comfortable discussing it at the beginning, which cost me clients. Even though we found our fee, didn't discuss it, didn't make sure they knew it, didn't put it on a green sheet, and then eventually they forgot the value of coaching. So be sure to find your fee and then discuss it. It was my fourth point of my 7 points here. My fifth point of the top 7 in 7 is really, do what you fear most. Some of us fear speaking. I was one of those people, terrified of speaking. Those people in my original induction class 5 years ago would know that I couldn't even do this. We went down, George Zenon, maybe he watched this video, remember going down after class was over in our suits to videotape describing the slides. And it meant to be a marketing tool for us to get future clients, but I couldn't even do that. I couldn't even be in front of a video recorder discussing the slides. So today, happy to get up in front of hundreds and thousands of people. Next week, I'm actually speaking on a cruise ship. It'll be my 4th time speaking on a cruise ship. I've spoken in many of the states in the U.S. and different continents around the world. I love speaking. I figured out that it is a great way to share your leadership skills, share knowledge, teach, and enroll clients. People will like you and trust you if you're a good speaker. And for a DC, it's really important for people to like you and trust you because, if you don't do it in that presentation, you might not be able to, or I might not be able to, any other time. So I want to be good at speaking. So finding out what I feared most, which was speaking, understanding the value in it, and then work on it. Some people aren't so good with numbers. The I's out there, right? You're not good with C. You're not good with detail. Guess what? It might be something you fear. It's got to be something you work on. Being a people person is phenomenal. You're already good at that. What do you fear most about the numbers? Work on that. Maybe you fear, generally employing people. Guess what? To be great at this business, you've got to have help. You've got to have some employees. So if you fear most employees, face the fear, get some employees. Whatever you fear, understand it's something to break through. So that would be my 5th one. My 6th one kind of talks about it a little bit more, is leveraging your team. Right? About day 4, day 5 of the induction training 5 years ago, discovered there's a lot of things to do, a lot of opportunities, lots of ways to market and enroll clients. So I called a friend, Noah, and said, Noah, hey, how about working part-time? And started off part-time, then became full-time, and he's still with us working full-time, actually just left. It's Friday, we left a little early today. And, you got to leverage the team. Now it's leveraging a new coach. So I got Sam McGavro on board, and I understand that every coach on board can generate maybe $1 million, that's my belief, of revenue for the business. And that could be quite substantial for your own personal wealth as well as theirs and the success of the business. Can't do it unless you leverage team. get a personal assistant, get somebody else to do books, start hiring more people, leverage the team. So that would be my sixth one. Now, my seventh one is kind of an interesting one. Brad Sugars taught me this about month 2 inside of coaching. He was doing some coaching online, and he asked, who wants to know how to reach their goals? And so it's probably out there on audio somewhere around October, November of 2009. You can listen to me being coached by Brad, where he helped me discover the cost to acquire a client. Went through the numbers, went through the 5 ways, went through how long I'm currently keeping customers and what the estimate was, and discovered that for me to reach platinum in 90 days, I needed to invest $3,800 per month. And, well, it's kind of what we teach our clients, and, well, he was teaching me. And once I discovered that, it was quite shocking how well it worked. I couldn't find a place to put $3,800 a month, but I worked. I did Google AdWords, I did LinkedIn ads, I did Facebook ads, I did networking events. I found places to put $3,800 every single month. And, behold, 90 days later, I was platinum. Just like that. Know your cost to acquire a client. Know the lifetime value of clients. Lifetime value of clients now for us is over $45,000 because our clients are staying with us for life at the moment, which is great. And the cost to acquire is $967 or $976. I always get those last 2 digits number confused. So less than $980 is the cost to acquire a client. How many clients do you want to enroll in the upcoming month? Invest those dollars, you'll enroll those clients. Kind of magical? It's just a fact. It works. It works for our clients. It works for us. So my 7th point here in the top 7 and 7 is to know your cost to acquire a client and then invest that dollar amount to acquire them. Well, this is Doug Winnie. Hopefully the top 7 and 7 is valuable to you, and look forward to more of these kinds of homework assignments from Mr. Sugars. Thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.